helping you vlog. Tell us a little, come to the side quickly, just tell us how it's going. Where are you at?
Right now we are doing most of our chart paper because most assembly groups do the charts last.
Yeah.
But we want to first get our chart work done so we can organize our room when assembly gets there, and that we have plenty of time to both direct the auditorium presentation,
Yeah.
and that we delve deeper into the knowledge that we already have.
Okay. Are these some of the done posters?
Yes, we have
God.
Your Opinion Matters.
They're so gorgeous and well thought out.
Super Splash, which is our word splash, which was one of the things we went through. We all, what the students went through, they had a word association game, and they all wrote down words that they associate with processes and feelings about refugees, and then we focused on the main ones, and out of that we made our central idea and our lines of
And was
inquiry.
this what point did you do this? Was this the beginning?
Tuning in,
Tuning in, okay.
basically.
Nice,
Or
and
not,
then...
yeah, tuning in, and then later knowledge harvest.
And then tell me a little bit about this one, because this one's very interesting. Your opinion matters.
Yes, basically.
How was this done?
These are all the effects and all the opinions and the effects that they have on the process of how refugees can be accepted, because we try to help them in need. We can educate them in a proper manner, which would result in place for stay, shelter, food, education for their children, employment. So it's
the coffer, what is this? Suitcase represents the type of help, and then the people
This
cut out
one's
the
actually
house.
really nice, which one we did just now.
Oh,
and this is
that
the
is
last
pretty.
one I'm going to touch because I don't want to disturb too much of the process. But these are famous success stories
Yeah,
of
get into that.
refugees.
So we got some Jackie Chan, Diorama,
Yeah.
The Marley, Bob Marley.
Einstein
Einstein, and Anne
and
Frank.
Frank. Yeah. And then we have Who You Are Tomorrow Begins What You Do Today.
Whoa,
Yes.
inspirations. Nice.
All right.
Feel it.
Here. Now you're filming. Right. What do you want to ask me?
How's your journey?
My journey. My journey through what?
Journey through Anne Frank.
My journey through giving a guest lecture of Anne Frank. That is very cool, but also quite difficult because a lot of the kids here don't know anything about World War II. And yeah, because it's such a big part of our history.
Who was the person who started World War II?
I mean, nobody, not one person started World War II. You know this. Everybody who did something, who did one thing or the other, was a part of World War II. It's not just Hitler. Alright, wait, I gotta find more pictures.
Okay.
If you wanna quit filming, by the way, it's a red circle. At first, when they migrated in 1933, on the 20th of January, Otto Frank got a job in the Netherlands, where the Germans weren't as active back then, and he got a good job. Alright, so please allow me to introduce you to the Hindi room, now transformed into our exhibition room. We're sharing it with the group of child labor. As you can see, some of the posters here. But I'll take you on a quick tour. Tomorrow is exhibition day. Everybody's tired, everybody's stressed, but we had rehearsals, and I'm so proud of our kids. So here is where the guests come in, the reception, where someone will be there to greet them. And we can look at the timelines of all the activities that we have done. And here's a little quote by Robert Ingersoll that I printed out today. And here is the start. We see our central idea, our big idea. Our theme is where we are in place and time. And our beautiful poster. And our art integration. I won't be able to explain everything, but I'll just give you a small visual tour of everything our kids have done that we have worked towards for the past few weeks. These are their learner profiles, all 7 of them. Our word splash. I just got interrupted by my mentor for a minute, and with that I mean my exhibition mentor. And one of my favorite things Like, I think this is definitely one of my favorite displays. It shows all the different reasons why people become a refugee, like sexual orientation, the struggles. It shows religion, war, natural disaster. So it's the birth of a refugee. And here we see a reflection, which is actually interactive. Here we see a healthy and balanced person and what they look like. And here we see them. Oh boy, I shouldn't turn the camera. And here we see them if we twist it. Alright, so then we go to our Through the Eyes of a Refugee symbolism, the process of a refugee, with the entire process mapped out from the first travel to finally integrating into a different country. Agencies. And this is a display Asha and I made of the UN. The UN is one big umbrella with all these smaller agencies. Here we see the ones relevant to refugees and the other three main organs. And a timeline of all the subjects we decided to focus on. So here we see Kent in ancient Greece. We see World War I, World War II, India-Pakistan separation, the fleeing of the Dalai Lama to India, and the refugee crisis in Syria, which our children will have to explain, which is why there's only dates. Success stories, famous refugees over here. And then finally, our language wall with all these beautiful poems and autobiographies of objects that refugees would take with them on a journey. And then lastly, carrying on their memories, the acknowledgements that we have made for everybody who was a guest speaker, for everybody's story who we used. I think I'm trying not to read them yet because they're supposed to be a surprise for me, because one of them is for my grandma as well. Well, Asha, I'm including you in this vlog. What do you want to say about exhibition and all that these kids have made? Look around, it's huge, it's so much. Also, small shout out to the group of child labor, they've worked really hard as well.